Well, here I am, ditching homework again, to bring you this video. Tammy Bruce, Microsoft wants you to use approved political speech. This is a real threat to our freedom. Hello, and welcome to the Tea Party Hardy channel, where the party is just getting started. Current events looked at through a skeptical eye using science, history, and sometimes humor to explore the events of the day. Let's get down to business. Microsoft has decided that you need help in understanding what words to use when to write. And after all, what you write and how you want to write it should take a back seat to what liberals think you should write. This story is really important, so stick with me for just a couple seconds here. Fox News reported Microsoft is harnessing the power of artificial intelligence to boost the use of inclusive language in Word. The feature is part of Ideals in Word, a forthcoming AI-powered online tool designed to improve users' writing. In addition to familiar fixes for spelling and grammatical errors, Ideas in Word will also offer advice on more concise and inclusive language. If you know what concise means and you know what inclusive means, they're not really supposed to bump into each other that often. According to Microsoft, in the blog post, John Roach used the example of police officer instead of policeman. Yes, that's the harmless one, but it can get way worse. So this is what I want to do on this one, and I want to do it quick because I really do gotta do my homework. Okay. Helping people with their spelling has kind of helped, but it also, everybody has their own experience with that, so I'm not going to go into detail on that, but just think, did it actually help your spelling, or do you see more red lines or less red lines since you started using that feature? And then there's the blue one, which is the grammar thing that says, you sure just want to say it that way, because it's kind of a weird way to say it. All right. Now we're getting into them saying, oh no, you should use this word, you should use that word. That is how political correctness began. And I want to say this if I haven't said it before. The word correct doesn't need a prefix. Political correctness. You don't need a prefix. Correct means it's correct. There's no such thing as political correct still being correct. Because correct doesn't need a prefix. Neither does the word justice. Social justice? Nope. Do not need a prefix. If you've actually got justice, you don't need the social element. Justice doesn't need a prefix. Neither does correct. It's either right or it's wrong. That's what the word correct is for. Political correctness is the flavor of the day for lefties. So, I look at it like this. I don't even use Microsoft Word anymore. I use one of the free programs that's out there as an alternative because it's stable, it doesn't keep changing every 10 minutes, and it doesn't do that evil game of hide the cheese. If you're not familiar with that term, that's when the software engineers put out the newest release that you don't need because you already had 8 million things on the thing you never used in the first place, and they rearranged everything that you actually do use. That's hide the cheese. Okay, so I use a stable program. It's free. I don't have any of this garbage being pushed my way. And let me just put this in before I wrap this up. When it comes to using these programs that are there to make you look smarter, and let's face it, that's what they're for. They're saying you don't make spelling errors. They're saying you don't make grammar errors. Now, Microsoft is introducing, and you don't say anything conservative either. You only say things from the liberal point of view. And for those of you who are aware of what happened last year with the Oscars, we didn't have a host for the Oscars because one of the comedians said something that no longer matched the point of view of the left. And James Gunn got fired and then unfired because he no longer said things that matched the point of view of the left. So with this being introduced to Word and you start saying all these things, how long until, oh no, we better update that because you can't say that anymore. For Pete's sakes, we live in an era where all of a sudden it's people of color. POC. I'm sorry, but that POC stands for something else. I can't believe they chose it. It used to be colored people. But now if you say colored people, oh, you can't say colored people, you have to say people of color. Folks, that's insane. That's absolutely insane. There's no difference if I said the blue car or the car is blue. Nobody freaks out over that because they shouldn't. You can't say colored people, you have to say people of color. No, that's just stupid. But my point is, this is an example where what Microsoft Word is telling you to do this year, how many years until it says, oh, we don't say colored people anymore? Why would you dare say such a thing? What are you going to say next? Negro? Oh my God. No. Pshaw, stop it, stop it. Yeah, see, so the left doesn't even follow their own freaking rules. The left can't make up their mind what they want to say because they keep changing it. And I have this question at the end. If you know the answer, please submit it. When we switch to people of color, who chose that? Where did that come from? Because everybody jumped on that left-wing bandwagon in a heartbeat about 4 years ago. It was around 2015. And I just want to know, who's in charge of that? Because literally somebody's in charge of the language. There is a language manufacturer and a language manufacturing police. Because nobody said people of color in 2012, 2013. Nobody had ever heard of such a thing. Somebody invented it and somebody demanded everybody else say it. And now those same people are moving over to Microsoft to make you play their game. But good luck, because again, what happens if you say Negro? Oh no, we don't say that anymore. But that's what Microsoft Word told me to. Oh, that's the old program. You have to give it the new program. And the point that the left can't speak English. We hope you enjoyed the content, and if you did, feel free to like, subscribe, come on back anytime. You're always welcome here as part of the family, and we'll see you in the future.